got ourselves buff survival on a T1 ready to go. We got ourselves Cordic, Benchcraft. We got ourselves Zaz. I'm gonna call it Zaz. As well as Chicago versus Hockey is a bit of a rematch. These two have been rematching each other tonight. And every week, it feels like we do the 5v5 what do we do? Full dots are in Chicago with a wall. Mania to Guardian. Mania to everything to heal themselves to keep himself offload here. Doesn't get hit with the disarm. It's going to be Hockey's. Oh, that's just too much. That's a lot of damage. He's alive, though. He's still living. Oh, massive damage turned around into Hockey's full cheat death. Oh, this Hockey's escaped this cheap shot. Oh, trying to knock him, but he's rooted. He can't go anywhere. Garrod for a second. Oh, Chicago needed a heal, but Hawk is able to ramp up those bleeds just enough with a double Garrod just to get that sudden demise proc with buff survival going to be up next. And man's out here in the open. No flare. Actually did send in flare. And Hawk is able to skulk away. Dude, there's just nothing a shaman could do against an assassination rogue. If they get yourself a perfect opener, oh, there's just nothing you can do. Deathmark, Sepsis, Kingsbane, Shadow Dance, everything is just deadliness altogether. Hawk does have a dance going back up very soon. If he's careful, not running to the freezing trap, he might be able to get himself a proper go. Sepsis is in. Cheap shot. He got himself Kingsbane. Manic Bandage. That's going to remove the bleeds, but not the poisons. That's going to be stunner to Hockey's. Has a trinket for this one. Fury of the Eagle. He doesn't have a defensive. Cheat death potentially. Does get cheat death already procced from Chicago, I think. That shock him? He's still alive somehow for a second. At least he was there for a second. Most of all does end up taking him. Man, dude, it is so rough. Yeah, dude, I thought Chicago had that too. Because Chicago had a perfect turnaround burst, but like, man, this Assassin rogue damage in particular is just a lot, dude. It's a lot. Merlin gonna be up next, charging over towards Buff as Buff goes in for Chimeric Poison immediately. Stun right after. Rushing past Merlin. This is going to be a stun to stop in place for just a second. And Buff Survival may be looking at a turtle shell here potentially. That's going to be a lot of damage out of Merlin. He is playing into full Crusader. There goes the bubble. It's going to have to hide in a turtle shell for a second. Immunity for immunity. The trade is here as he got himself a bit of that Manic Bandage. Merlin needs a bit of healing as well. He's got himself plenty of damage. He's just keeping ramping up off of the bed. Buff does get himself below. Oh, my goodness. Buff survive. Buff Serve is just doing work here. My goodness, Dels. Oh, you're right on top of him. Oh, God. Oh, flare down. He catches you. You know where he's at. You have an idea. Oh, he does get you out in the open. Oh, okay, there goes a harpoon. He needs to find a way to get past all these pets. I don't know if Buff Survival got any more cooldowns or anything. He can at least freeze and trap the main pet of Dels, if you could just somehow avoid him. He got that range though. Oh, I think it's over for Buff unless, oh no, it's so rough. With Zaz charging and immediately off of that stun that Buff Survival set up onto Dels. Immediate turtle shell, got himself a freezing trap. If you got yourself a reflect, just walk into it. He knows it's somewhere here. He does end up missing it just a little bit. Maybe Dels can double back towards the freezing trap, dropping down a full of Basilisk. Maybe that thing will do a bit of damage, but that was just in that execute range. Zaz, as long as he can just take him out right then and right there. Stormbolt, yeah, he got it. He's got it. There's just absolutely no shot. He's blinking all over the place. It's so hard to track you. It is so difficult to track you. Who's up next is going to be Dax. Dax is up next. Fury Warrior leaping in. Stormbolt immediately onto Zaz. At least he's the Orcs. He's not going to sit that stun for too long either. As Dax charges back in, parry up immediately. There goes the fear. Does break out of Berserkers. As the man is going to try to see, he breaks past the chain. Oh, look at that stretch. That's a stretch. I thought the chain would take him, or maybe like the chain never actually connected. It looked like it connected, didn't it? It looked like it connected. Reflect up for Zaz. I don't know if we can really reflect. Maybe you're trying to reflect whatever Shadow Flame enchants or embellishments on the other guy potentially. That's probably what it is, man. That's probably what it is if you're running any of those. because those things used to be very consistent, especially in season 2. As Zax got himself reckless abandon, full damage at the ready. Zaz is taking executes back to back. He's got himself a defensive stance, sharpened blade, gonna limit Dax's ability to heal. Big avatar. Oh, turn this around. Stormbolt, does he just take him? Hold on. Oh, he got himself just a bit of extra healing on the throw weapon. Are you kidding me? Looking for the execute. He got himself the damage with Stormbolt. Dax is just trying to see if he can end it. Second stun right after. Blaze Stone for Zaz. Is this enough? Dax just needs a bit more healing. Zaz needs heals as well. Execute for execute. He chops him down, and that here is not going to give that guy an out at all. Oh my god. Is it Cordic? No, Benchcraft. Should have also played, but I guess he's outski. That or he DC'd, lagged out. Kordic is the last one left. We got 23% dampener. Does end up rooting out Tier though. Knocking it back, but it's going to be a full clock of shadows out of the rogue. Shadow Blade, Secret Technique, Kordic is taking huge hits back to back. He may be looking at big defenses here. He got to find a way to root the rogue out. He's going to knock him. Got himself maybe a bit of damage. A bit of healing. Guardian's active. Could go for a wall here. Lightning Lasso. Tier trinkets. Kordic got himself a wall and everything. Tier does not let him go anywhere whatsoever. Just Shadow Step into him. And Kordic needs a heal. Or Earth Shocks, Frost Shocks. He needs one of those two. Shadow Melt. Try to see if he can Shadow Step him. Does not get to Shadow Strike. He doesn't get to move with the Shadow Strike. Gouge though. Kidney Shot. Knocking him back. Does end up stepping back over. I think it's over. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's rough. That is so rough. Got ourselves buff survival over for the team 1. We got ourselves Flying Nelf zoning in with Kix the Evoker. Whoa. August Dev. I kind of want to see what this man does when he plays Kordic. We got ourselves Chicago on the team versus the team that's missing one, but hopefully they'll get in soon. Hawk is on the team. We got ourselves Dax the Fury Warrior. Thels the Beastmaster Marksman Hunter this time around. Okay. The Range Hunter, if anything, as well as Tier with Hockey's first up versus Buff Survival. Two of the burstiest competitors of the 5v5 dueling arena, or some of the burstiest for sure. Assassination Burst versus Survival. I think technically, if you were to compare the two, I think technically Survival Burst is better. Wait, is it Tier first, or is it... You're gonna make Buff Survival think that it's you out first. Hold on. Run back over there. Run back to your side of the arena. He's gonna randomly attack you. I'm pretty sure it's Hockey's, right? Flare down, freeze the trap. He knows he wants you to Shadow Step in there, right? But if you do that, you're not gonna be able to get if you do that, you're not gonna be able to get Subterfuge at all. Hold on, is he gonna wait until the flare's down? Now is the time to do it. No flare. Hold on. He knows the rogue is gonna be there. He's just gonna go for a proper opener. Sepsis immediately. For Buff Survival may not be the worst idea to remove the bandages. I think this could be an opportunity for a death mark as the death chakram is out. Buff Survival may be in a bit of trouble if he goes for full burst. Turtle Shell before Hawkins goes in for an entire go. I think he was maybe trying to see if you could maybe Turtle Shell as the guy potentially sinks the cooldowns in. Evasion up for Hawkins. Buff Survival might be in a lot of trouble. No more Turtle Shell available. Got himself full defenses into a freezing trap onto Hawkins as he goes in for death mark. Wait, if you just wait out his dance, he might not have a Kingsbane and everything. Mending Bandage to remove it? Oh my god, the early Mending Bandage came back up fast enough for him to remove an entire death mark. Hawkins is not deterred. He's staying in. That bandage used very aggressively, but the Survival Hunter's Burst, yeah. That bandage is really what counters that rogue burst. I feel like this is the one class that can counter it to some degree. Just a bandage to remove that burst entirely. Thels trying to go for Sniper Shot. Survival, freezing trap, has he got a camo? With a binding shot, he just goes in with a full dash chakram. He's ready to go. That's going to be Thels with a rapid fire onto Buff Survival. The binding shot does get him stunned up there. Got himself explosive, a bit of defense, full Fear of the Eagle. Thels with a big heal, got himself a defense of his own. Yet another freezing trap right after. As he's trying to get himself a proper go, and Buff Survival looking to avoid him as best as he can. Explosive shot on Buff. Might be in a bad spot. Hold on. Ooh, the pet trying to see if he can split some of that damage, or at least transfer it over. Rapid fire up. Stun onto Thels. Does get himself the Chimeric Poison. Buff got nothing. He just needs a kill shot. Yeah, there it is. Didn't even get a kill shot. Just an aim shot. Taking him out. With Kordic going to be up next. What happened to you guys' fifth over on the team 2? Hopefully they're still loading in or something. Thels does get zapped down with the lasso. That is going to be a totem down for him for just a second. Kordic with the lava burst. That is just going to be over for Thels. Unless they got something in the back pocket. They were actually doing a bit of decent damage though to Kordic. Actually very decent damage. Actually doing some stuff. Is it Dax next? Is Dax next? I feel like Tier's got to go last just about every single round here, didn't he? Unless he's putting himself on the back burner every single time. Just potentially unlucky in them rolls. Lava Burst getting sent in. Kordic and Dax last time to fight each other. Dax, I think, was able to overpower Kordic after a bit of time. Just going in for back-to-back executes. As long as he's up in melee, pressing Bloodthirst and getting whatever heals he can just sustain himself. He takes quite a bit of damage. But so does Kordic, and Dax just gets just enough healing to be just a step ahead of Kordic. He's not quite a mile away. Try to see if he can spear him down. Doesn't quite connect Stormbolt, but it's going to be a perfect route out of the Shaman. Can't spell effect those. It's going to be Cordic looking to drop down a full static totem onto Dax with a couple of Earth Shocks back to back, as long as he keep a Flame Shock onto Dax. Don't let him get any kind of second wind healing. You're going to be golden. Does go for the trinket really early. Dax tried to go for a stun. I don't know if it was it the yard or it just didn't connect. I'm not sure. Reflect is up. There's going to be Ice Fury for Cordic. That's a lot of instant cast damage, lots of additional pressure. This Earth Shock, Frost Shock combos are going to be so good. You can just CC the guy the entire time with a light and lasso right after. Got himself plenty of opportunity here. Got himself a bit of a heal together with the Primordial flying in. Lava Burst and the ready Frost Shocks. Earth Shocks are just doing a number with Tyr immediately charging out towards Cordic. Might just even go for an interrupt, or I think he just give him the honor duel. I'm gonna take that as an honor duel. He could have just interrupted him there, but I think he just let him at least recover to full health. Just let him get a proper go. Secret Technique immediately does go for a pre-wall here. In between stuns, I think. Or right before the opener, one or the other. Tyr still got plenty of damage, just ignoring the totem. Did not get sent back at all. The Cordic looking for a bit of recovery. I don't know, unless you got a root on the guy or something. Anything blind? I think it's over, right? Unless... it's just over. There's just no shot. Full Secret Technique, nothing you can do. With Flying Nelv gonna be up next, he could potentially find Tyr. He needs to get himself the eyes in order to maybe, or no? He kind of went in aggressively and then backed up. I can't tell if he's trying to like stay aggressive or he's trying to like poke at Tyr. I can't really tell. It looks like he's trying to charge in and then backed away, just dropping down a sigils from a distance, I-beam from a distance. I think he's just trying to poke. I don't think he's trying to be too aggressive there yet. But he's taking a bit of damage, no more trinkets. So if Tyr got a full kidney shot on the guy, there isn't much you can really do. He's backing up out of it to pick up the eye at the very least. If you can pre-plan an immunity, I think it'll be fine. Maybe if you had it there, I think it's over, right? Hold on. I think it's over. Yeah, I think it's over. Every time this guy got a Secret Technique, so far, it's been a killer one. Kex is going to be up next, trying to get himself an angle versus Tyr. Does not get to find him, but the random breath, if he wasn't away, definitely would have gotten him out in the open. Second eye is available on the far side by the Team 2 area. But that's kind of where Tyr is. He's trying to see if he can maybe camp this corner, this pillar, this stand. Is that what you would call this? The pillar. I guess you would call it like a stand, right? Random root. Oh, catches the rogue. That is so perfect. At least keeping him out in the open. Goes in for a deep breath. Catching the rogue. That is a Cloak of Shadows. Cheap shot by the rogue. Does he have a Secret Technique? He got himself Sepsis. Secret Technique back in. Kick's taking so much damage right now. Maybe he can go for a bit of recovery. Got himself Battle Master Trinket by the looks of it. Together with a wall. Maybe this could be enough. This needs to go in for whatever damage he's got. He's going to be nothing. No, he tried. He tried. He sent everything he could. That was such a good go with a root as well as a deep breath, but Tyr just cloaked and just went with it. He just went with it. He just went aggressive. Might have vanished that too to get some cooldowns back a little bit quicker. Yeah, that is rough, man. Sub is a joke. Dude, sub is tough. And Tyr, the way he's playing it like there is some defensive play, right? He does go for the reset. He definitely got his cooldowns back as soon as he could, but then he went in for a vanish aggressively, just to see like, okay, I can just end this right here. But now he's got no vanish, no shadow melt, no nothing, and I think Chicago should be able to punish him unless he somehow turns this around. Hold on a second, won't cut him out yet. As he got himself full evasion, big gouge onto Chicago, looking to back up out of there, but he's got nothing left. Blind coming back up in 10 seconds though. I don't know if he lives that long enough though. 47% damage, but he hits with a Frost Shock. Maybe, hold on. Second Rapture? Hold on a second. Blinded Chicago into a trinket to break out of it with a zap. It's over. Yeah, it's over. He went aggressive. That's the thing. Like, this is what a rogue can do if they don't, like... I guess he could have saved that vanish for later, but he went vanish just to go aggressive with, yeah. Man, that's a rough one. Yeah. That was rough. I honestly was rooting for the evoker, man. But I don't see a lot of damn evokers, and I was rooting for you.